Well, it's one of those days again. A bunch of people on TikTok have been coming up with conspiracy theories about the snow in Texas. Let's just watch how this resident supposedly proves that the snow in Texas is fake. You heard that right. She thinks it's fake.
Okay. Okay. Doing another one because people said that they
Fresh
were gonna
ice
cut
for
out.
fresh snow for all the haters.
Oh man. Okay, here we go. Ah, the flame. Come on, flame. Snowball. Not melting and turning black. Didn't melt. Come on, flame. There's a flame. Come on. Not melting and turning black. It's not melting. See?
Now, the reason why the snow won't melt just because you put it up to a small candle is because heat takes a while to transfer. And another thing, that black substance on the snowball is called soot. And soot is formed by an incomplete combustion. Now, you could have a combustion that is incomplete by a reduced amount of oxygen while you are burning the candle fuel. I'm going to try to demonstrate this principle with my own lighter, even though it doesn't really work that well. Now, that particular lighter wasn't very good, though it shows you the basic concept of why holding a snowball up to like a little flame will not melt quite as fast as, that person was expecting. Now, there was tiny bits of soot in there because there was a lot of wind and stuff. Now, I'm going to show you how long it takes to melt a ball of snow using a Map Pro torch. Now see, that took about 2 minutes and 30 seconds to melt that whole thing of ice with the Map Pro torch that is on almost full blast. Now, if it takes that long to melt that ball of ice with a Map Pro torch, why would you think it would take a shorter amount of time to melt that same patch of ice with just a candle flame? For this next demonstration, I'm going to be using another torch that uses Map Pro, but it's usually coupled with an oxygen tank because you can use it for welding. With that incomplete combustion and the Map Pro gas alone, it will start producing that soot that you see on the snowball in the first video. Now I've only used the Map Pro gas through this torch on the snowball. You can see the soot that I was talking about earlier. Now, without the appropriate amount of oxygen, the hydrocarbons in the Map Pro gas is likely to undergo carbonization and turn to a blackish substance, as shown here. Now let me explain what Map Pro gas is before I show you what happens when I add oxygen. Map Pro is a gas that contains 99.5% propylene and 0.5% propane. Notice that when I increase the oxygen flow, the combustion is more complete. so that soot will not form and it will burn a lot hotter than before. So, in conclusion, before you come up with stupid conspiracy theories pretending that the snow in Texas is fake, why don't you try it out with actual stuff that can melt snow faster? And for fuck's sake, do some basic research. I was able to do this with things that you could get from hardware stores.